Hello, good day. How are you doing? I hope you are doing amazing. So, today I'm going to be talking about a question that a lot of young people ask me. Yes, a lot of young ladies have asked me this question in our seminars, in our relationship programs, and I'm going to be answering this question today. You can be, I don't know how old you are, but this can, make you know as a woman, or this can answer the questions that are in your heart concerning the man that is in your life. The question is, how do I know if a man truly loves me? Yes, love can be so sweet, but at the same time, it can be confusing, especially when you have someone new in your life or you are in a relationship. So, I'm going to be answering, but I'm going to be giving you 4 things that you can see in a man, and you know that this man loves you. What are those 4 things? Number one, a man that truly loves you will sacrifice for you. Yes, a man that truly loves you will sacrifice for you. The Bible said to the men, love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her. Yes, Christ sacrificed for the church. Do you know what it means for Christ to come and die? That is the standard that God gave. So any man that loves you must be willing to make sacrifices for you. Yes, love is not all about talk. Love is action. Anyone that loves you must show it in their action. And any man that loves you must be willing to make sacrifices for you. Let me tell you a brief story. There is this lady that she's a working class lady. She has her own money. So this lady works in a bank. Then she's dating this guy that is living abroad, and because she works in the bank, she handles the guy's account, and she knows how much that is in this guy's account. But she's not a greedy lady. She's a lady that makes her own money. The guy even calls her sometimes to buy some things in Nigeria and send to him abroad. And as a good girlfriend, she buys those things, the ones that need to be dried, all this African food. She buys it, she waybills it to this guy. Then this lady, her laptop spoiled. She needed a new laptop. So she called this guy and said, and remember, when she buys some of these things for this guy, she doesn't demand for any money. She will just send it across to the guy. So she calls this guy and say, I need a laptop. Can you please get me a laptop? This guy, started telling stories and all of that. Long story short, this guy never was saying that the money in his account, he wanted to use it for something and all of that. And long story short, he didn't buy that laptop for that girl. So it made her to also sit down and think about their relationship. You notice that since she started dating this guy have never made any sacrifice for her. And that was how she called that relationship. Thank God she's married now. Even though the guy came back and was making the man that he wants to buy those things and all that, but it was too late. She cut off that relationship, and that was how that relationship ended. And now she's happily married to a man that can make sacrifices for her. So that even brings me to giving. You can't say you love a man, cannot say that he loves you if he cannot give to you. I know that people don't want to hear this, and in our time now, there is something that is going on social media about people saying that about women that are greedy, asking men for money. I'm not saying that you should be needy. Yes, this is number two. A man that loves you must be willing to give to you. Let me tell you, a man cannot say he loves you and he cannot give to you. You are always the one giving, giving. You are the one calling, 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 and he says he does not have. My sister, if he marries you, he will not. Mark my words, he will not give to you. Even if he gives to you, he will only give you the scrambles, the crumble. That's the ones that fell on the floor. That's the one that he will give to you. So a man that says that he loves you must give to you. That's why sometimes you can, it's not like you need it. You can make demands like, oh, I want to make my hair, please can I get some money from you, so that you will even see, not that you go and call an outrageous amount of money. I'm talking about money that at his level that he can afford. You can ask for it, and whether he's willing to give you. A love that cannot, someone that says he loves you and he cannot give to you. And you look at, even on your birthdays, he has never bought a thoughtful gift for you. That means that he's not even listening. Yeah, someone that loves you listens enough, to buy a thoughtful gift. It might not be much. It might be just something that is as insignificant as a hanky. You are all sweaty, and he just steps aside and gets you a hanky. It's not about the big things, but it's about the thoughtfulness. So someone cannot say they love you and that man does not gift you. If you eventually marry that man, you will be the one giving. And I'm telling you, you will not be happy as a woman. You are the only one giving. You are the only one calling. He will call you. The phone will ring, say, call me back. Come. Every time you are the one calling him back. My dear, please, if that's your situation in that relationship, my dear, you need to really have a rethink. I'm telling you the truth. Number 3 is that a man that loves you, and I know that this one is so true. A man that loves you is willing to wait for sex. Yes. A man that loves you, let me say it again, is willing to wait. When you say, I am a godly girl and I cannot have sex in my relationship, if you want to date me, it has to be a relationship that does not involve sex. A man that loves you is willing to wait. But you see all these impatient ones, and they just want the sex. That's what they are looking. Anytime you are with them, the only thing they want is just to be touching you up and down. That man does not love you. Let me just tell you the truth. Even if he makes I'm not saying that a man is a man. He might make a move. Yes, that one is true. He might make a move. But when you tell him that I don't want to have sex now, I want us to wait till we marry, he will be willing to change. Sorry, to wait. But you see these ones that they're just coming to get what they want and run away. Once you tell them that, and it also helps you as a lady to distinguish the people that are with you for a long time and the people that want to just get and run away. Because there are a lot of people, there are a lot of guys out there, what they are looking at is just your boobs and your beautiful shape. All they are thinking about is how to sleep with you. Yes. But if they can be able to wait, even though they want to have sex with you, because any man that comes to you wants to have sex with you. Yes. But if the person is willing to wait, my dear, Jacob waited for 12 years to have a woman. Are you telling me that the men of then, they are different from the men of now? They are not different. There's no difference. Even though people have evolved, cultures have evolved, dressing have evolved, but there are still men that can wait. I'm not talking about the one that will tell you that he's waiting and is busy sleeping around. Because a girl have told me of a scenario where a guy that wants to marry her, she just went to visit the guy and she realized that, and she told the guy, let us not have sex before marriage, and the guy said, oh, we'll not have sex before marriage. And this guy, every weekend, he has a girl that he's sleeping with that comes to sleep, have sex with him. My dear, he's not waiting, no. He's not waiting. And that means that the whole essence of trying to wait, which is you are requiring him to have self-control, which he will also need in the marriage, is not being fulfilled. The whole essence of asking a man to wait till before marriage is so that he can also learn self-control. Because if you can control yourself with a woman that you love, that means even when you marry her and you see other women outside, you can be able to control yourself. It's all about self-control. You are building self-control, because the sexual feeling you have for your wife or your husband, you can also have it for another man in your office. But when you have self-control, you can be able to control yourself and tell yourself, I'm not going to do this because I want to honor God. Because it's all about honoring God. So not that this young lady, she went there, she met this guy, and this guy has this girl come over to his house every weekend, and he's busy fornicating. Even though she went ahead with that marriage, But I can tell you that the man is still cheating now, pro max. You know what is cheating, pro max? Because every fornicator, every fornicator is are you listening to me? Is a potential adulterer. Every fornicator, 98% of the time, if you sleep with a man before marriage, he will commit adultery. I'm telling you the truth. He will commit adultery. Yes. Go and mark it somewhere. That's the reason behind the high rate of adultery is because of committing fornication during relationships. That's one of the number one reasons for adultery, even though there are other reasons, but that is one of the number one reasons. And as for you, if both of you kept yourself and you're going through an infidelity situation, God can still help you. It's not over for you. Yes, God can still help you. So another one, that's the fourth one. Do you want to hear this one? The fourth way to know if a man loves you is if he listens to you. Does he pay attention to you? I know some of you have experienced this one. The ones, especially the girls that don't want to hear. We are telling you, zip up, you don't want to hear. You have met a guy. Are you in this kind of situation? You have met a guy. You have already slept with him. And when you now call him, he's telling you, I've not called you this week because I am busy. I am busy. How many of you have been hearing the word, I am busy? One lady even told me about a particular man that she's, already sleeping with him, sleeping over his house. And what this man is now telling him, the man will even give her money to go to his house on weekends, and the man will not come back. And the man will be telling her, I'm busy in the office. She will go to the man's office. She will stay in the receptionist hall, and she won't even see the man. And the man is telling her that he wants to marry her. My dear, it is a lie. The man doesn't want to marry. In fact, the man have gotten what he is looking for. That's why he's now telling you that he's busy. If a man does not listen to you, he doesn't pay attention to you, my dear, you don't need closure. Like some of you that will now be asking the man, why, what is going on? My dear, you don't need to hear what is going on. He's already telling you through his action, because a man will not, most times, cannot tell you. In fact, before a man will open his mouth, this is mouth, and tell you that it's over, know that it has been over like 6 months ago. It has been over like 6 months ago. So, my dear, if he doesn't pay attention to you at all, he doesn't give you attention, he does not love you, because men are project oriented. When a man when a man loves you, he focuses on you. He puts his focus on you. Yes, not that he doesn't have other things that he's doing, but he will always make out time to call you. You are telling me that a man that loves you will stay for a whole week, 2 weeks, let's even talk and leave 1 week, 2 weeks, and he has not called you. And people have told me those kind of things, and I told them what I'm telling you now, that guy does not love you, and at the end of the day, the guy still broke up with them. So, does he pay attention to you? He has to pay attention. Does he pay attention to your needs, to your boundaries? Does he listen to you? The things that bother him, does he bother you? Can you be able to, pour out your heart to him, and he will understand and hear what you are feeling beyond, even if you cannot put it in words? Can he be able to pay attention? Because it is when you pay attention that you can be able to catch the little details. Does he pay attention to you? So I don't want to waste your time. I've given you 4 things that you can see in a man and you know that he loves you. Number 1, he has to be willing. Does he sacrifice for you? Does he give to you? Number 4, is he willing to wait for sex? And number 4, does he pay attention to you? Does he listen to you? I know that there are other things that maybe you are in a relationship and you have, as in there are some things that you have proved to know that a man loves a woman. I know there are other things too. My list is not, is still, there are still other things that can be added to it, but this four you must see it in a man to know if he truly loves you. I'm telling you this thing from experience. You must see it in a man to know if the man truly loves you. Thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad that you joined and you were so patient to watch till now. My name is Precious Chariot. Do have a wonderful day. I love you. Please don't forget to share this video, subscribe, like, and always, so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be able to see it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.